I used to work on a cruise ship, and here's a few things you wouldn't know unless you were a crew member. Sometimes you wake up and you don't know what country you're in. We would check the TVs in our room to see like what it looked like outside and where we were. Everyone is 10 times more attractive. We very quickly developed this thing we call ship goggles, and everyone just looks 10 times more attractive on board. So for reference, the people you would immediately press X on Hinge are suddenly like your biggest fascination and your biggest crush ever because you're just on a ship together. I was a dancer on board, and a lot of people can't believe that I was extremely trained in what to do if the ship ever went down. The people that were helping you evacuate got hired because they did a kickball change. I just think that's so funny. For the main guest buffet that everyone goes to, we were allowed to go between 8:30 and 9 p.m. and we had to pay $3. And we had to be all dressed up in like really nice formal wear. You can tell why I didn't go very often. There are hella rules, and most of them make no sense, including you are not able to be served at the medical services if you don't have a name tag on. Wi-Fi is super expensive, but I think most people know that. Obviously, this is depending on your itinerary and where you sail, but I just think it's funny that for 2 years, I had to change my clock an hour back and an hour forward every single week. So whenever we have time changes of like fall back, spring forward, I'm like super used to it. Drinks were insanely cheap. Like a drink at the bar or a coffee or anything was like $2, sometimes less than that, sometimes a little bit more. And yes, there's a lot that happens on a voyage that the guests will never know about. One of the biggest rules on the entire ship is no fraternizing with guests. No flirting, no going into anyone's cabins. That's like huge no-no, immediately fired. I'm saying that for the spring break girlies who went on a ship and you think the sports guys are super cute. I'm just letting you know they're not going to speak to you unless they want to get fired. Promise you, I'm sure they got plenty of girls downstairs. Working on ships was the best time of my life, and I could talk about it all day. So therefore, like for a part 2.